And in today's video, we are going to build a Airbnb clone all using React.js, and we will also use React DOM, React hooks, and other. And for icons and all, we will be using Material UI. So first, let's see. So you can see this is the Airbnb clone that we are going to build today. Here is the logo, then the search bar, then become a host, then here's go out the stretch your imagination. This is like this. All of these will nice, this hover effect, and here also, and then nice filter. And then if I click on search dates, and I can change, give the necessary information, let's say of 24th, and I change like this and search Airbnb, and then also it will give me the results like this. And I hope you like this website design and this Airbnb clone. So without further ado, let's go ahead and build this ultimate clone. So for that, first what I will do is close all of this, and then I will open my terminal. Inside terminal, I will do ls to list all the directories, and I will go to cd and then desktop. So desktop and tab. Inside this, I will say npx create React app, and the name of the app is Airbnb clone. And as soon as I do this, this will start building the clones and all. And till the time it is happening, I have to let me tell you some information about our clone. So first, go to material UI.com. This is the website is, and here we will install these all after it is installed. So we will be using material UI icons, and then you can search here material icons, and the icons we will be wanting we will get them from material icons here, and we can search, and it has many icons, so we will choose them as per our needs. And till the time this is happening, you can also do sudo npm install, not sudo, simply you can just say npm install and material UI core. So we will, if you want, you can do it right now, and we will be doing that afterwards also. So let's open this in VS Code, and I will be using VS Code, the core editor. If you have not downloaded it, you can download. Simply go to code.visualstudio.com. Simply go to this link. The direct link to the download will be given here. And here, as I am using Mac OS, so it is showing Mac. You can choose your compatible operating system and download it. It's for Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. All three are supported, and it's a very nice IDE, so you can use this. And till the time it is happening, let me tell you the extensions. So the extensions I will be using is ES7 instructions. So what I will do is open my Airbnb with VS Code, and inside this all the processes are happening, let them happen, and I will go to extensions. Now I am also having many other extensions, don't worry about that. So first, what you should have is bracket pair colorizer. It helps when sometimes bracket is missing and all. Then you should have this ES7 Redux, React Redux GraphQL, React Native snippets. You should have this, it's a very nice extension. Then JSX snippets. Then tab 9, yes, this is also a very useful extension, so you should have this. And now if you want to use HTML emit in this JavaScript one, what you have to do is go to settings, Go to user settings. For every time it will help you. Go to extensions, then emit, then click on edit in settings.json, and you can see here I have added this code myself, which says emit.include languages and this JavaScript React. This exact code will also be given in the description below, so you will get it. So this from here you said emit.include languages and JavaScript as the parameter, and this. So this is basically object, and this has also been completed. So let's quit this. So now what I will do is open my terminal, say npm start. So it will say React script start, and then it will open that in localhost. So wait for that to open. And I will not deploy this app. If you want, you can use Firebase hosting. So let's wait for it to compile. Yes, so it has compiled. So if you have if you have come to this till this step, then congratulations to everybody, because we have got the spinning React logo. So now open a new terminal, and now I will say ls. So make sure you are in the right directory where it gives you the package or log.json, package json, public folder, src modules, and etc. So simply do npm I means install, and then add material, or you can simply go to material.com and copy it from here only. So let's go here and copy this, and here go to paste this and enter. So this will install material UI code for buttons, which will help us to use the button. So till the time it is happening, go to source, then delete the logo.svg, setup test.js, app.test.js, and then go to app.js, and inside this delete the import and delete everything inside this div, and we will be following something called as the BEM convention. So make sure you know that. And so for BEM convention, the first letter should be small, and then go to app.css and delete everything, and inside index.css go here and say the universal operator and add margin of 0, and now we have installed this. Now again add the up arrow, and the same line will come, and change the code to icons, and again install. So it will start installing the icons. So till the time it is installing, let's add h1, and let's say hello everyone, let's build the React AIRBNB clone. So let's go here, and if you are able to see this, then all the processes that we do are perfectly correct, and this has also been installed. So now close the terminal, and now let's start our coding. So first inside app.js, what I will do is I have to import some from the React Auto DOM tool. You have to install that. So for that, I want the browser router and I will import it as router from React router DOM. So let's install that. npm install React router DOM. And here as a router I will also add as switch, and I will also import this as root. So after that, let's delete this demo code, and I will add one router as I have already imported it above. And inside this router, what I will do is say that I want a header. So let's add a comment so it will be easy. Then after that I will add the switch, and inside switch what I want is add a root like this, and then inside this it will add have a search page, and in this root I will give it a path of /search. Now what I will do is do copy line down. You can configure this shortcut in the keyboard settings, and here I will home and I will say part of /. So now after doing this we have router inside switch I have already. So header I am adding here because I want the header to be always there with me. So now what I will do is first make the header component. So let's say header. So we have the header. So now here this header is not defined because we have to make the necessary files and all. So first let's say import header from, so let me do it like this. So import header from header, and inside source I will make a new file and name it header.js, and then again make a new file header.css. So inside header.js I will type rfce, and this gives us a suggestion. So simply press the tab key or the enter key, and then you can see this basic React style has loaded. So I told in the starting of the video, I told you to install some of the extensions. That's why the extension is so helpful. So I will give it a class name of header, and then make sure to keep check of the capitalized letters. So in the header.js I have added the basic this, and now what I will do is say that link the CSS to the header. So I will say import header.css. Inside header I will add a link. It will auto import that from the React router DOM. Then I will add link to /, and inside this what I am going to do is add a image. So the image source will be here. I have a source of the image, so let me copy that source only. So this is the image that I have, and the source will be this. And let me show you, this is the AIRBNB logo, and the alt will be logo. So now what this basically says is it will redirect it to the /. So you can see if I open this link in the new tab, it will redirect to the home page. Then go out of the link and I will make a div and give it the class name of header center. Inside this I will add the input type text and then I will add a search icon. Now the search icon that I am adding is there from the material UI. So we have to import it, otherwise it will say it is not defined. So after header.css I am going to say import search icon and here I will add and material UI icons and then search. And then after that what I'm going to do is the header center I will make a duplicate of it. Then I will change the div name to header right. Then it will have a p tag saying become a host. That's what they have on the AIRBNB website. Then after that I will add a language icon. So let's do language icon. Then I will have a expand more icon. So let's expand more icon. So you can see it has imported it from here. Expand more icon. So let's see how it's looking. So it is loading actually, and here after icons I also have to add expand more. So now it will import the right one, and then after this I have to add avatar. And avatar, basically we have to give a source always to the avatar, and let's say icon here, and this exported it as normal one, and then I am going to import the avatar. So let's say avatar from and material core, and we don't have to add any other slash, so it will load there. And so this was it we wanted for the header, and now I will go and style this header.css. So let it load so we are able to see what we did. So it says does not contain a default value is avatar. Oh yes, it's right, we have to add it like this. Now reload this. Now language icon is not defined. Okay, so we have not imported the language icon. So let's duplicate the search icon and change it to language icon, and here I will change it to language. And now you can see it's looking like this. So now it's looking very bad as it's the nav bar. So let's go ahead and give some styling. So let's start with dot header. Give it a display of flex, then justify content of space between, align item center, position I will give it of sticky, so if I scroll down it remains like that. Then I will add a top of 0, background color of white, then I will add a z index of 100 and width of 100%. So let's save it, and you can see it's looking like this. Now in the header.js, the image, let me give it a class name of header icon, so it will be more better for styling. And now inside the CSS file I will say dot header icon, and I will give it object fit of contain Then I will give it a height of 100 pixels and margin from left, and of 20 pixels. And then after that I will target the dot header center. So let's say dot header center, and I will give it a display of flex, then flex of 1, so give it most of the width, then align items of center. I will get max fit of fit content, then padding of 10 pixels and height of 30 pixels. Border, I will give it a border of 1 pixel solid light gray, and then I will add border radius of 999 pixels. So you can see it is looking like this now. After that I will say that inside the header center there is a input field, and to the input field give it a border of none. After border of none I will give it a padding of 10 pixels, and I will also give first let me show you something. You can see right now if I focus it, so and then it starts like this. Now to remove this there are two ways. One, I can copy this and say focus and outline none, so it has been removed. And the second way, which is more better because we don't have to write much, and say outline width of 0. So as soon as I say that and now go here, you can see that annoying line is not coming. So after that I will target the header right. So I will say dot header right, and I want to give it a display of flex, align item center, justify content of space between, then I will give the width of 15 view width, and I will give add a margin of from right of 80 pixels. So you can see we have completed a navbar. Let me show you one thing. In this icon I can add something called as the icon button. So if I do it like this, again add icon button, then add it here. Now it will say it is not defined, that's alright. Inside the core also add icon button. Now reload this, and now you can see if I go on this, it gives them this nice effect. So now after doing this, let's go back to our app.js. Yes. In the app.js you can see we have made this header component. Now we have to make this home, or first let's make the home component. So in the home component what I will do is add home here, then say import home from and home, and then inside source I will make a new file named home.js, and again one more file and name that home.css. Inside this add that basic RFSE, link the CSS file, so import home.css, then get class name of home. And so we have to go to the home.js file, and inside home.js also we will be having some components. So first what I'm going to do is add a component name. First let me add a comment and say banner, and then after banner I will have a div with a class of home section, and inside this I will add some cards and give them source and all. Then after that what I will do is say copy this, select this and make another duplicate of it. So I have two home section, and this is all for it. So let's first make the banner. So banner is not defined as we know. So let's make the banner.js file, and inside banner.js let's add this, then make banner.css. Inside home.js let's say import banner from banner. Inside this give it a class name of banner, and here I have to do some imports. So here first I will import in React. From React I will import the usestate component. Then I have to do import banner.css, and then I will also import a button. So let's say button from and okay, so it's having a problem here, and I will import that from material UI core. Then I will import use history from React router DOM. And then after that I will declare some const. So let's say const history is equal to use history, and then I will make a const, then array bracket, and then say so search, and then set so search, and this will be using a use state of false, like this, and inside here what I'm going to do is add a div with a class of banner search. Then first I will add this and say okay, so let's say show search, and then I will add a h1 saying and search. So this will be the search component which we will be adding later on. So right now it is false. Let me change it to true, and then it is visible. So that's why. Then what I'm going to do is add a button, and in this button what I'm going to do is add something called as the on click if, and inside this I will make a function like this, and let's say set show search, and then I will add the exclamation mark and then show search, and then I will give it a class name of banner search button. Then I will give it a variant of outline, this button will have something, and it will say show search and then the question mark. Then here it will say hide, or it will say search dates. So now after adding this, let's go out of the banner search and make a div with the class of banner info, and inside this I will add a h1 saying get out and stretch. Okay, so get out and stretch your imagination. Stretch out your imagination. Then after that I will have h5 saying plan a different kind of getaway to uncover the hidden gem near you. And then after that what I'm going to do is add a button again, and so let's say we button. This button will also add something called as the on click. This will also add the empty parameter, and this will also say history dot push. And what I want to push the ad search for the React router DOM, and I will also add a variant of outline. Then I'm going to say this button is going to say explore nearby, and after that you can see it's looking like this. So let's go to the banner.css and add some styling. So first I will start with .banner. I will add height of 50 view height, and I will add position of relative. Then I am going to add this image. So let me paste this here, and this here, and then it will say background, and then this is the URL of the background. So this is starting here, ending here. Why is it showing an error? URL. And let me also add center. So we added background, then added URL, and then inside that we added this brackets, and inside brackets I added this. And I don't know why is it showing error. So let's say semicolon expected. Okay, so let me, what should I do is cut this code, delete all of this. Now add background of URL. This is the URL. Okay. Now I will say center. So I have got this nice image, and then what I'm going to do is say dot banner info, and in dot banner info I'm going to add background color of black, color white. Then I will add padding from the top side and of 25 view height. Then I will add padding from the left, sorry, this is left, of 50 pixels. Then padding right again of 50 pixels, and I will add padding from the bottom of 40 pixels. Then I am going to add width of 300 pixels. As soon as I save it, look, it has come here. Then I am going to target a dot banner search, and to the search I am going to give it a display of flex and a flex direction of column. So it has come here, and this has this nice on click effect. And then I am going to say dot banner search button, and I am going to add important to every style in this object. You know why? Because this is a material UI button and they have already given them the following style, so that way. So I am going to give it a background color of white with important. Then I will add font weight of 900, again important. Then I am going to add text transform of inherit, and again important, and I am going to change its color to and FF triple 79. Now you can see it's looking like this. After this I am going to say dot banner info, and inside that there is a button. To that button give it a background color of this color code, and I don't want important anymore. Then I'm going to change its color to white. Text transform again of inherit. I will add margin, and from the top side 20 pixels margin from the top side, and I will change the font weight to 600. Then I am going to say that if somebody hovers on that button, then change its background color to white and change its color to this color code which we had used earlier. Then I am going to say dot banner info, and then the h5 is inside that, and to that I am going to add margin from the top of, let's say, 10 pixels, and you can see this button has this nice hover effect and all. So now after doing this, let's go to the home.css, and in this I'm simply going to say dot home section, and I want to give it a display flex, and I want to add padding of 30 pixels. So now after that we have completed our banner.js also. So here I have to add the search component. So before that what I'm going to do is go to app.js. Sorry, no, I'm going to go to home.js, and inside home.js first what I'm going to do is open this file. From here I'm going to copy this, and after copying this I am going to paste this here. And now don't worry of the error it is doing. So now let's make a div with a class of banner section. Then I'm going to wrap them inside this. So right now we are in our home.js, and so I'm going to add 3 of them here. So 3 of them here. Then in this div class home section I have to add a div here. And then I will select the card inside it and add them inside it. So now this is like this, add a space from. Now it will throw this error, not worry about that. We have to make the card component. So let's say import card from card, and now make the card component. So let's make a card.js and a card.css. So card.css inside card.js. First let us add the basic this RFCE. Then I am going to import a card.css, give it a class name of card. Then I am going to first here add something called as the props, and we have to destructure the props like this. And now what I will do is first add a, I want a source of the image, I want a title, I want description, and I want price. And here what I'm going to do is add a image, and the image source will be source, or let it be like that only. Then I add a div with the class of card info. Inside this it will have a h2 saying title. So h2 have the title, and then make 2 duplicates, change this to 4, and this will have the description of the product, and this will be h3. Okay, and then this will be the price. So now let's go to card.css to add this nice hover effect and all. So let's start with dot card and add margin of 10 pixels, border radius of 10 pixels, overflow hidden, box shadow of 0 pixels, 6 pixels, 18 pixels, minus 9 pixels. Then the color code for that will be RGB, then 000 and 0.75. Then it will have a transition, and it will be of day move transform 100 milliseconds and is in. Then I am going to say dot card hover, and what I want to say, want it to transform from the scale of 1.07. So if I hover on any one of them, then it gives nice effect. So now after this I am going to say that inside card there is the image tag, change its object fit to fill. Then min width of 300 pixels, and then I'm going to add min height of 200 pixels, and I'm going to give them width of 100%. Then I'm going to target the card info, and I'm going to give them some margin from the top of -9 pixels. Add border radius of 10 pixels, padding of 20 pixels, and border of 1. So they have come like this. So now I'm going to copy this, say that there is a H2, change its font size to 18 pixels, and then change its font width to 600. Then I'm going to say dot card info. Inside that there is a H4, which is a description, I think, or the price. And I'm going to change its font size to 14 pixels, and I'm going to change its font width to 300. Then I'm going to add margin from the top of 8 pixels, and I'm going to add margin bottom of 8 pixels. So now it's looking like this. And I think we have done something wrong, so let's check. Let me also add a cursor of pointer here. So here I added padding of 20 pixels. I should also add padding top of 20 pixels. Okay, so you can see now they have come like this. So now after adding the styles like following styles, let's go to home.js. So we have completed our home component. Yes, so our home component is finished, and now let's first go to home.css. So we added the right styles, and inside home.js it's I named it the banner. I named it home. I should name it home section. That's the wrong thing that we did, and now you can see now it's perfect. That's the problem that we are facing. So now let's close home.js. Let's close the banner. No, let's close card. Now I will not close banner because I have to make the search component here. So I am going to make the search component right now. And here I'm first going to say search, then import search from search. Inside this, make a search.js and then make a search.css. And inside search.css, first I think I should add some styling so it will help us. So I will first start with dot search with a position of absolute top of 35 pixels, left of 25%, and width of 100 view width. Then I'm going to say dot search, and inside that there is a h2. Change its display to flex, align item center, justify content space between, width of 559 pixels, padding of 10 pixels. Then I will change the background color to white, position to absolute, left 0, and I will add top of 380 pixels. Then I am going to say dot search, then input tag. Here also I am going to add width of 559 pixels, 539 pixels this time, I think, yes, 539 pixels. Then I will add padding of 20 pixels, change the position to absolute, left to 0, height to 30 pixels, then top to 420 pixels, and I'm going to change the border to none. Then after that I'm going to copy this, in the last say focus, and outline width of 0. Then I'm going to the dot search button. It will have a position of absolute, left of 0, top of 480 pixels, text transform of inherit with important, background color to the color code, color to white, and width to 579 pixels. Then I am going to say dot search button hover, and the hover effect I will say change the background color to white and change the color to this color code. And now let's go to search.js and start making this. So for that, what I'm going to do is install something called as the React data range. So for that, let's me go to say React data range and npm. So if I go to the first link and it says npm iris, and simply copy this to keyboard, go to the terminal, inside this terminal paste this and let this install. now let me do is add RFC and code the other things here. So I am going to import the search.css. Then I am going to import CSS from the React data range list, and then there is the styles.css. Then I'm going to make a duplicate of it, and inside this I will see there is a theme folder, and inside the theme folder there is default.css. Then I am going to import the data range picker from React data range. Then I am going to import button from material UI code. Then I am going to import the people icon from material UI icon and people. Then I am going to import use history from React route DOM. So let's say React route DOM. Close the terminal here, and we have done a lot of imports. So first let's start with giving it a class name of search. Then I am going to make some const. So first I will make a const name history, which will be use history. Then I am going to make a const name start date, and I am going to say set start date is equal to use date. Now I have to import use date also. So inside this say new date, and here let's import use date. And then I'm going to make a const name end date and say set end date, and it will be a use state of new date. So now after this, what I am going to do is start with some basic HTML part. So first I am going to add a h2 saying number of guests, and then let me do it like this. And after number of guests I am going to add a people icon, and after the h1 I am going to add the input field type of number. It is going to have a min of 0, then default value of 2, type is number. Then I am going to say add a material UI button which is saying search Airbnb, and this button will also add many things. It will say on click, then a empty parameter, and then I'm going to say history dot push search slash search. Then what I'm going to do is make some more consts. Or before that, what I'm going to do is add a date range picker. So for that, let's say date range picker, and it's a self-closing tag because it's something not by default. Then the inside the range add this like this, and I will add something called as selection range, and then say on change and say handle select, and I am going to make this const, otherwise it will show some many errors. And I imported this date range picker. Achha, okay, I get this. I have to change this to date. I change it to data, and then what I'm going to do is make a const name selection range. So here const selection range is equal to object. First we will add start date of start date, end date of end date, and it will also have a key of selection. Then I am going to make a function and name it handle select. It will have one parameter named range, and then it will say set start date to be ranges dot selection dot start date. Then I will make a duplicate of it, and everywhere where it says start, simply change it to end. So set end date to be this. Now, so it's now saying that this is not there. Can't resolve date fns, so I have to install date fns also. So for installing date fns, what I'm going to do is say npm date fns, click here, and then copy this, open the terminal and install this. So it has installed our date fns also. So now it's looking like this. So the search dates should work. So inside banner dot, here I am adding the search, okay, and inside here I have to make the search page, and that's why it is empty. So we have made lot of this, and now what I'm going to do is I have we have completed our banner, so let's close banner. Inside search.js also we have completed search.css, banner.css, home.css. Then in the header.js also we have completed everything. So let's close this. Inside header.css also we have completed everything. So now I have to make the search page. So for the search page, okay, so here we added this, and here it will have the search page, but we said that, so if I, let's say, go to search, yes, then the header is visible and the rest of the things I have to make them. So this search date is also having, I think, some problem. So the search date is will be there in the first. Let's go to home. Inside home, where will be inside banner? Yes, so inside banner, here I think some problem is being happening. Okay, so let's see at banner.js. Okay, so let's first make the search page.js file, and inside the search page.js file, we have to make only very less things. Other thing we will be making the search page result also. That will also be our file. So first let's say like this search page, then import search page from search page. So now I'm going to make this component search page. So let's make search page.js and search page.css. Add the basic snippets here and import the CSS. Give it class name of search page. Have a div with the class of search page info, and inside this a p tag which will say 62 stays, then like this 62 stays, then the multiplication sign I will add, then, or instead of multiplication I will add a dot like this, then I will say 26 August to 30 August, again a dot, and then say to guest, and then I will say h1 stays nearby, then I will add button. So let's say button let's say I want button and I want 5 buttons. So let's do like this. It will say cancellation flexibility. The next button will say type of place, and to as we used this nice shortcut of emit, now you can simply press the tab key and it will bring you to the next button. Then let's say price, now rooms and beds, and last one is more filters. And now I will be using the multi cursor and give it a variant of outlined. Okay, so here it was a problem. Okay, so now if I go to here, so I have to import the button also. So let's say import button from and material UI core, and now without any error we are here. And now if I go to search, here I am getting this. So now let's go to search page.css and add some styling. So first I am saying that target the info box and give it a padding of 20 pixels. Then inside this, the p tag, give it margin from the bottom of 10 pixels and change its font size to 14 pixels. Then I am going to say dot search page info, then inside it h1, then I am going to add margin bottom of 30 pixels. And now I am going to copy this, paste this, and there is a button, add border radius of 30 pixels. I will add a text transform of inherit and add margin of 5 pixels. So it's looking perfect as it should be. And now what I'm going to do is make the search page search result dot css and js file. So for that, let me open my important document. And if you also want to download this important document, you can download it by the first link. No, not the first link, but the link will be given in the description. Okay, so let's copy this, quit this, and inside the search page.js, how to add this simply after the div. I am going to add this like this, and now it's like here. And now it will say this error. Don't worry about that. Simply say import search page from search page. Okay, so now I have to make actually that file search page. Oh, sorry, I did something wrong. I should change it to search result. Okay, so let's say search result. I will copy this and inside the source make a new file, name search result.js and .css. Inside this I will add rsce, link the css file, then give it a class name of search results.js. Then what I'm going to do is simply in the I want to get something from the props here, so I am going to say like this, yes, and I want a image, I want the location. I've already defined it there, so don't worry. Title, then a description. I want how much stars, I want price, and I want the total. Let me do it. Format document. Okay, so now inside this yes, now it is better. And now inside this, or first let me import some icons UI. So first I will import a favorite border icon from and material UI icons, and inside that the favorite border. Then I am going to import the star icon from material UI icon star. Then inside this div, what I'm going to do is say let's add an image with the source of image. Then I am going to add this icon, which is this one. So let me do it like this, and I am going to give it a class name of search result heart. And now after this it's a self-closing. Then I will make a div with a class of search result info. Inside this div with a class of search result info top, and inside this I am going to add a p which will say location. Then I am going to add a h3 which will say title. Then I am going to again have a p tag which will only have some underscores, and then I am going to add a p tag. Inside that I want this. So here I am going to say description and a p tag, start a p tag. And now it is showing an error. Okay, I have to end this. And now I am going to make again a div. So here I am going to make a div with a class of search result info and bottom. And here I am going to say div with a class of search result star, and inside this there will be the star icon, Reveal class name of search result star, and then there will be a p tag where I will say star, and I am going to also say from. Okay, so first from, and as soon as I do that, it says star icon is not defined. It says star icon, and now I don't think any error should come. Okay, so now it's looking like this, and I have to add many things more, little things more. So let's go out of the result star and make a div with a class of search result price, and it will have h2 which will say price. So let's close the h2 here, start it here, and after the h2 I am going to have p tag which will say total, and after this you can see it looking like this. And now I'm going to go to search result.css, and here I have to add very much styling. So let's start with the search result. Give it display flex position relative margin 20 pixels, padding 20 pixels, border bottom 1 pixel, solid light gray, cursor pointer, copy this, and if somebody hold on this, then change the opacity to 0.8. Now dot search result image, height of 100 pixels, width of 350 pixels, border radius of 10 pixels, and overflow hidden. Then the search result info, display flex. It will have a flex direction column, justify content space between, padding left of 20 pixels. Then the search result heart, and I will give it a position of absolute top of 20 pixels and right 40 pixels. Then I am going to target the search result info top. It will have a width of 100 wide, and as soon as I save it, you can see it's looking much better. And let me show you one thing. If I go to the Airbnb's website, it also looks very much similar to this, like become a host, then this is like that only, and then this is the search box, and then the dates that we are also made. So now I am going to say dot import of h3. It will have a font width of 300 and margin from the top of 10 pixels. Then I'm going to say, now let me copy this, and then the p tag, I will add margin top of 10 pixels. I will also change the font size to 13 pixels, and I will change the color gray. Then I'm going to target the bottom. So with this I'm going to give it a display of flex and justify content space in between. Then I'm going to target the star, so it's here, it says star, yes, and star I will change its color to red, and to stars I will change the display to flex and align item center. So you can see it's now looking like this. And now here I'm going to target them, and here I'm going to say that inside that there is a p tag, do text align of right, and to this one I'm going to say only the price. I'm going to add position of absolute, bottom of 20 pixels, and right of 30 pixels. And now it's looking very nice. Now what I'm going to do is go to the app.js, and here you can see I have to also add footer outside the switch. Outside here I am going to add footer. I'm going to import footer from footer, make a new file, in the source, make a new file, name it footer.js, and make another file named footer.css. Inside the footer.js, simply I will add RSCE link the footer.css, give it a class name of footer, add a p tag which will say first it will have a copyright symbol, and now it will say 2020, then it will say Airbnb clone, and then it will say no rights reserved because we are making a clone, and this is a demo. Then again a p tag, and this p tag will simply say privacy, then dot terms, dot sitemap, and dot company details. And now go to footer.css, and I'm simply going to say dot footer. I will add border from the top of 1 pixel solid and then light gray. So let's say 1 pixel solid light gray. I'm going to add padding of 20 pixels. I'm going to add background color of this color code, which is SNF7. I'm going to do text align of center, and now I'm going to say dot footer key. I will give them padding of 5 pixels, and I will change the font size 14 pixels. Come here, and this is the nice footer. Click on the logo, and we have completed our website. Only this is the problem we are getting. So I think I know why we are getting this problem, because let's say if I go to banner.js, no, that's not the problem. That's not the case for the problem. Here also, so history is use history, then the search component will be in the home. So let's go to home.js. Then inside home.js it already has the banner. So let's go to banner.js, and inside banner it says this, then search result. This is the search page. It says, so I think we have not made a file. So we have made the search.js, yes, and inside this let's check the problem. So we imported the files that we wanted, and let me also open search.css. I link this file, use history from react.com, people icon and all. Here I added data picker. Data range picker, it has ranges of selection, and on change it will handle the select. Then I had x2 with like input min is equal to 0, and it has a default value 0 type number. Then button on click list, just put search, and it is search. Let's go here, search dates. Okay, so I think let us go to the banner. Let's go to the banner.js. Inside this, here we said that if I click on the button, it will set the source search to and not show search. So inside banner.js, source search sources is new state false. We had imported that. Here I have it show search and search, and the search component is this one, and this should not happen, but I don't know why this is happening. So what I'm going to do is open this. React projects, AIRBNB clone, source. Then I'm going to go to search.js, copy this and paste this here, and same will I do for the banner. So now we added this, and now let's check it. Search dates, and now it's coming. So that time we did something problem, and the source code of this will be uploaded. The GitHub link for this will be given in the description below, and I hope that you like this video. It's fully working. If I click on the logo, it's like this. All of these with the nice over effect, and the footer is always there. And I hope you like this design. If you want more clones of React.js by React.js like this, then make sure to like our video, subscribe our channel, and share it with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.